we are going to answer some questions that you guys sent us, but first I wanted to tell you about the upcoming trips that we are going on with Trova Trip, and you guys can join us. So the first one is Costa Rica, Italy, then Turkey, and then we go to Paris. Like all the sightseeing things, as well as just eating, drinking, hanging out. And then I will be very casually teaching how to do photography and videography.
Stop what you're doing and listen.
If you have no interest in that though, you can also just go to travel. So for fun or for learning. Okay, questions. I'm so nervous.
So nervous is juicy.
Oh, I love you so much.
I met my best friend Katie back in 2019. Told her to go to aesthetic school.
She met Kara,
Yes.
which is one of Brooke's childhood friends. You have to meet this girl that goes to school with me. Her name is Katie. You guys would love each other. You remind me of each other. Fast forward like 2 years, I randomly messaged Katie and was like, hey, we should finally shoot something. I think we talked for like an hour before we even shot any photos. And I was like, oh, like that was so much fun. Like we connected, but we never reached back out to each other after that. Fast forward, I go to Nashville on Valentine's Day. And I'm supposed to fly out the next day. Then this crazy ass snowstorm happened and I got stuck in Nashville for 5 days. Lauren calls me and she's like, okay, we'll come get you. Like, where are you? I send her my location. As I did that, I just for some reason had a feeling to reach out to Katie. And I was like, hey, I know that we only met one time and we're not like that close, but would you let me stay the night at your house and could you by chance take me to the airport in the morning? And she called me and she was like, hey, like I have an extra bed and yeah, I can take you to the airport in the morning. And then I was panicking because I'm like, Lauren's already on her way. She's gonna be so pissed. And then, but also I just have the feeling I want to go. Get to her house and I was like, Katie, I need a drink. We drive over to her house, which I didn't know was her house, obviously. You opened the door and you just like looked at me and you smiled really big and I was like, what's the feelings? And then you hugged me so tight. Felt no nervousness.
No. Well, actually, I felt nervous. It was a weird feeling because I don't know why I felt nervous. I probably just knew and didn't know what was happening. Like,
Yeah.
Somewhere Larissa recognized you.
Like as soon as I walked in the door, we just started talking.
Yeah.
And then we never shut up.
While all of this was happening in her life, I had just recently told my parents I was bisexual the day before I met you.
The day you met me, because she was like, how'd it go? Like, you
Yeah.
know, oh my God, this is so big. And you were telling her the whole story.
Yeah.
Which I had told my parents like 2 years ago. My
Yeah.
mom, like that side of my family. And which I was in a relationship at the time, but it was kind of like a, I don't know why, I just felt the need to tell her.
Yeah.
I was like, by the way, I'm gay.
Kind of gay.
But like they already knew. I don't think they took it seriously because obviously I was in a relationship. They thought that I was just
Yeah.
like saying it to say it.
Yeah. Pretty much.
We just never shut up. We went and got food, and the whole time Katie's just like watching it happen, like she's listening to us talk. And I had a glass of tequila.
Yeah, and I asked for a sip.
Like-
I almost puked because it was so strong, and I was like, dang, this girl was wild.
We like went to this bar, and I was already feeling a little tipsy because I had already drank my little tequila drink, so I just sat right next to her. She says I sat like on her lap.
She truly did, though. I remember when you sat, your leg went, shoo, and I was like, oh, I couldn't get closer there, sis.
And I just remember we were leaning together because you know you can't hear in the club, and I was like, oh my God, what do you say? You were talking to me like this, and then you turned and you were like, can I kiss you? And I was like, mm-hmm.
And then we went, well,
Just
after we
forever.
kissed, we became a couple, honestly. I remember telling someone at the bar, I was like, I'm gonna marry her.
We were sitting there talking like up against the bar, and then mind you, the bar had closed, and then these little dudes are standing there just like minding their business, and you're like, I'm gonna marry this girl. And I was like, ha.
You're like that TikTok, that's my man. And then stick by.
Yeah. I was literally like, okay, sure.
It's
We're
vibing.
getting married. Like, and the guy was like, good for you guys. Congrats. He's like, oh fucking God.
I feel amazing. Don't throw that at me.
No, lay down.
Alright, fine. 1, 2, 3. I feel amazing. And so I didn't really know what to do the next day.
And I remember Katie FaceTimed you and was like, what are you doing? And I was like, where are you?
Yeah, you're like, why are you not here? And I was like, oh. Sprayed my cologne and I was ready to go.
Okay, so then I left. I went to LA. I was there for a week.
I went to LA, I went to Miami. I was supposed to be in Miami the weekend of the snowstorm.
I was supposed to fly the day before Valentine's Day.
Yeah, and I was gonna
And
fly that
I
weekend.
wouldn't have gotten trapped if I had flown the day before.
There's a lot of things that happened.
That like
Led you to
little
me.
chance things for us to meet each other. We DM a little bit, like I respond to a story.
Slides, low-key. Because now she followed me finally.
I'm back home. One of my friends comes into town to visit. Like, she had had a tragedy in her family, so she was just trying to like get her mind off of it, have fun. I was like, hey, I just met some people in Nashville that are really fun. Like, we should go to Nashville for the night and hang out with them. And then I was like, hey, we're gonna come to Nashville. Like, we should hang out.
So nervous. Just like, yeah, like for sure, dude. Like,
yeah,
sure, dude. I haven't heard from her. Last time I saw her, we kissed. Like, you know what I mean? So I don't know what to expect. She says, oh, me and my friend are coming. So I'm like, I'm not going to show up to the party by myself. So I'm like, call one of my best friends. I'm like, yo, you need to come to dinner. I just didn't understand her intentions to why. It's not like we exchanged numbers. Not like we became friends after. We weren't really talking. So in my head, I was just like, this is so random. Now I know that's such a Rachel thing. Dressed up real nice and I was like, okay.
Basically, we went to dinner and just talked to each other the whole time. Like, no one else talked.
Or our friends. I'm so sorry about that.
After that, we literally just like didn't stop talking. And then eventually like connected over some weird spiritual stuff that both of us experienced. I was at my house one night and I had a friend over and we were like sitting here drinking wine and hanging out. I remember I told Whitney, I was like, I feel like I'm in love with this girl. I don't even know what's happening. And I texted you that. I was like, pretty 100% sure I'm in love. And you're like, really? Why do you say that? Because like, I'm pretty sure I am too. We were both like, what's happening? Just like so many parallels. So we like knew each other and knew each other's experience beyond
Here and now.
Yeah.
You did.
I don't think that's true.
Honestly, Rach, actually, who caught feelings first? You want to talk about that? She did. See, I knew I loved her, but I was giving her the space and time she needed to figure that out.
So then technically, you caught feelings first.
Okay, I caught feelings first. No. Baby, I can't remember. I can't decide, but I'm going to tell the story. Anyways, we're going to go to Colorado. We get stuck again because of snow. Jeez, snow and us.
Snow loves us.
And a friend of mine calls me, and she's like, oh, you have a girlfriend? And I was like, no, are you crazy? Like, absolutely not. I'm not gonna say exactly what I said. Something about the streets. I knew in the moment I said it, I was like, oh, this is not gonna be good. We went to dinner with her friend. We're walking back to the hotel, and she's like, so, I didn't really like that you said that. And I knew exactly what she was talking about. I was like, oh, what are you talking about? And she's like, you know, these streets. That was you having the realization of, oh my God, I want to be with her.
I was like, the streets is closed. It was a detour sign.
Detour to Rachel's heart.
We have been to Colorado, New Orleans,
Chicago,
New York, Atlanta, LA.
LA. What's our favorite memory? You're completely ADHD's gone.
Super dead. Okay.
Honestly, our trip to New Orleans.
That was so
That
much
was
fun.
so much fun.
Did you see how I checked my butt? I was like, what the fuck? Baby, put this inside you. I'd say we're the exact same amount of like, and I wouldn't call it jealousy.
Yeah.
Like, we're both just protective of each other. All of it. This is the most unexpected thing I've ever experienced.
Yeah. No.
She never thought she'd be with a girl ever. I think you didn't even call yourself bisexual.
Would always joke and say like, I like girls, but I'm not bisexual. I would be like, ew, no, guys, I'm straight.
I've known I was bisexual since I was like 10. I never had the time or the space to do so. And also, for the longest time as a kid, I thought that you either like girls or you like boys. I didn't even know what the word bisexual was. I would have classified myself that way earlier if I had known what it meant, because I knew I liked both, but I thought you had to choose one or the other.
Between one or the other, yeah. No. I feel like I've been here my whole life too, so. You meeting my family and like seeing us being super loud, I feel like that's a little different.
My family's
well, you guys are loud too, but I feel like the way we express ourselves is very passionate, so I feel like at times you're like, are you guys fighting? And I'm like, no, we're just talking.
Would you call that a cultural difference?
No, because
that's just your family specifically.
Family, yeah. But Brazilians are very loud.
See, my LOL childhood trauma. When people yell at each other, I'm like assuming that they're fighting. Because if someone raises their voice at me like that in my family, then it's a fighting word. It's so fun because you remind me of my family in the sense of like, you guys are always together. You value that so much. Like, that's so important to me.
Você ensinando a Rachel a falar português.
I understand you sometimes, and I feel like I'm like learning another language.
What do you know how to say?
Te amo.
Te amo. I knew for a fact you weren't gonna be my friend.
Yeah, no,
Like,
we were never friends.
Yeah, ever.
Whatever you asked me, wherever you were going, whatever,
like,
I just trust you. I was like, sure. And that is
Yeah.
not my character.
Yeah.
Like, as you know me, I'm like a little rigid, but it's always by my terms. But with you, I trust you to like guide me.
No, I hate religion. I believe in a relationship with God, and that's it. Obviously, I'm a Christian, but Christianity is way deeper than the religion. It's about a relationship with Christ.
Obviously, when you grow up as like a gay kid, internally, like when you feel a little bit of gayness, you're like constantly conflicted with that. Especially in the South, friends, family, everyone who believes like a certain way, then you're like, oh, I guess there's no way I can fit into that because I don't fit the guidelines. But then eventually when you understand that it's specifically about your relationship with God.
It's funny because I hate religion, but I love the concept of church. I'm not saying all churches are great and not all churches are bad, but I love the concept of going to a place and like seeing the same people worship the same God. I love that, but I hate religion. So I don't know if that makes sense to you. If not, that's that.
Her eyelash. First thing I noticed about you, like appearance-wise, was your smile. I've always loved your eyes. You have like the cutest little nose. She's shaped like a little Greek goddess. That's all I'm gonna say. Woo!
Sorry, guys.
I'm sweating. This was so much fun.
Yeah, we have a few videos.
Our first date, I had told her we'd already been like inseparable. We'd never like been on a date because we were traveling with other people when we first like went to eat with each other for the first time. So we never really went on like a just me and her like go on a date. And I told her that I was like, I've never been on like a someone picks me up, go on a date like as an adult. And she was like, okay, get ready. I'm leaving. I'm gonna call you. You're gonna come to the front door. Like, don't ask questions. And she knocks, and I open the door, and she has a little sign, and it says, marry me forever, and then flowers. And I was like, a big fat yes. Big fat. 3 outfit changes. I am not playing. My dad was our biggest cheerleader. He's so cute.
We didn't even tell him.
I didn't even have to tell him. I was sick, or I hurt my shoulder, and I
hurt my neck, hurt my shoulder,
and I couldn't move. And my dad had to come over to give me medicine. And he's like, do you have someone that's gonna like stay here with you and help you? Well, Larissa's gonna come and help take care of me when she gets done with work. And he was like, she's a really good one, you should keep her around. The way he said it was like, he knew we were something. My dad's conservative, but not that conservative. We waited until I told my family.
Yeah.
But no, after that. My opinion on that stuff though, not that you care, just to have fun.
Just have fun with this information.
Life is too short! Like, who cares? I think honestly also the biggest lesson I've learned in this entire thing is like, just live your most authentic life because you're wasting your time doing anything else.
That this was gonna be the best thing ever and I should have done it sooner.
I was never scared to come out. Were you scared to come out?
Yes. Not like of what my family was gonna say, but I didn't know how to do it. Personally, and I might get hate for it, I don't think you should come out. People that are straight, they don't come out. They
don't tell people they're straight.
Yeah, they don't tell anybody they're straight. So it's like for me, it was just like I was living my life, and then
I never felt like I was coming out of anything.
No,
I felt like you guys should have known I was super gay. If we were gonna pick a sibling to be gay, it would be me. I think we all knew that. When
I said to my parents, I'm like, well, I'm bisexual, I was almost making a statement because like there was a conversation that was happening, and I was like, you know what? I'm bisexual. To whoever needs to come out, by all means come out. But like for me personally, I just don't think I need to.
No, because I think she's the hottest thing I've ever seen, so that means I'm super hot. By default! I don't think that we look alike. I think we dress similarly, and our body stature might be similar. Like we're similar heights, we're both like curvy. I don't think our faces look alike. But I'm fine if they do, because I want to lick hers.
Hey, we can't say that.
What are those little fried things?
That was... What did you mean?
I'm not going to try that one.
Your sense of humor, your smile, your desire to enjoy life to the fullest.
My favorite 3 things. My favorite 3 things about you. Your sense of humor. That fat... We're delusional, we have to go. I am gonna leave the links if you want to go on vacation with us.
We're so much fun.
We're gonna have so much fun.
Sit around and soak up each other's awesomeness.
We have spots for Costa Rica, which is this New Year's. We're getting lit. Turn up, bro. We're gonna go waterfalls, backpacking around. It's gonna be fun. And then Italy, we have 1 spot. Turkey, we have quite a few spots. We're gonna do some super cool stuff for Turkey. I'm so pumped for Turkey. How old that place is just geeks me out. Last one that we have planned is Paris.
What are you guys gonna ride around on bikes with berets?
That one's gonna be, obviously, it's
C'est
like
mon
one of my
français.
favorite places in the world. Bonjour, je m'appelle Rachel.
Je m'appelle Larissa.
Larissa.
Alcosa.
Sounded like a lizard. Tap the link in the bio. Bye. That's not what it is. It's not a bio. Anywho, if you wanna join us, I love you. Bye.
Goodbye.
That's how I feel about. Wait, I just want to see if there's any more.
That's it.
Okay. Okay.
Oh!
I left your surprise at the back door.
You good, brothers?
Is you good? My boy.
This is. He goes so calm. That's
He goes
nuts.
dead. That's why. Look what you've done.
Sorry.
You're about to sit in the bathroom and phone a friend because you keep fucking my quilt up. Knock on the window. Marcian's trying to leave the building.
Martian Lynn!
Get your face right. This is the outro.